Last night we introduced you to the folks who are responsible for a wonderful little play that's headed to New York this fall, but for the next few months, every Friday and Saturday night, it's playing at the Two Roads Theater in Studio City. It's called MATTY, an evening with Christy Mathewson, and Gary Cruz caught the show.
Good evening. I'm Christy Mathewson.
And for the next 2.5 hours, he sure is. Eddie Frierson has spent 12 years trying to perfect this role.
Pick it up from September 23rd.
And with the help of his director, Kerrigan Mahan, that's just what they've done.
September 23rd, 1908.
I'm sure somebody else can play the role.
The hated Chicago Cubs. And the scoreboard out at the Polo Grounds read,
this is Eddie's role.
New York.
And I can't imagine one of the problems we could at some point run into in New York would be, you know, hey, I'm sick. Do we have an understudy? No, nor will we.
But it isn't just Mathewson who is on stage during the show. Frierson depicts over 20 characters while on stage.
Now you look at his field all day. Ever's got the ball. He touched second base with it. Merkel's on his way to the clubhouse. It's a force out. Under Rule 59, the run don't count. We got to keep playing to the 10th. What's it going to be, O'Day? Well, don't you oh, me, you maggot. No, you can't wiggle out of this one. You were there 2 weeks ago in Pittsburgh. You said you didn't see the play then. Don't you give me any of that I didn't see it crap today. But look at this field, Frank. We can't play on. Yeah, you're right, O'Day. We can't. You tell John McGraw to clear this field, all these idiots, so we can play into the 10th. If he can't do it, this ain't no kind of a tie. It's a forfeit. Forfeit to the Chicago Cubs. You be a man, O'Day. You make the call.
And the call is an easy one to make. MATTY is a play for all to enjoy. Those who love our national pastime and those who don't.
Second base. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball.
As far as being baseball, yes, certainly it parallels. As baseball, I'm learning, so parallels life, which is very exciting. I go to baseball games now.
And that's because the show is full of life.
So I punched Robbie in the ribs, called it a foul ball, and I sent that runner back.
And death.
And then it happened. Those two men, still locked together in each other's arms, fell 70 feet to the concrete bleachers below. Both were pronounced dead before I threw my first pitch.
It's about integrity. It's about morals. It's about, I think, what we would like to see more of today. And I think we've lost a lot of that today, and I think we need more of that today. And I think that's what, really, that's what this play is about.
And that opens itself up to an entirely new audience. This play is not about a baseball player, but rather a man who signified Americana at its best.
The press started using Christy Mathewson as the vehicle to bring women and families and businessmen to the ballpark, rather than just the gamblers and what have you that used to spend the quarter to come out and bet on the ball games.
And there was plenty of gambling going on, both on and off the field. It was something Mathewson was strongly against, and something he wouldn't stand for.
And now this goody-goody is going to try and take away the only way I know how to make an honest living for myself. I'll tell you something, he can rot! I didn't do nothing wrong. Don't you worry. Oh, Prince Hal, he'll be acquitted. I didn't do nothing wrong. Who's he think he is anyway? Hey, Mathewson, here you cheating cards!
Whether Frierson is John McGraw pumping up the troops.
Well, then what the hell are you waiting for, girls? You get your mangy carcasses out on that ball field and you pummel those sons of bitches!
Or Christy, talking to the youth of America.
Because conceit and overconfidence are the two worst enemies a player can have. Soon or late, you must fall and go back. I did, we all do. But if you've been humble and appreciative and haven't taken yourself too seriously in your sudden burst of bloom, then when you fall, you can fall gracefully. You can look back happily, but most importantly, you can still feel the firm grip of many kind and true friends.
This play touches all the bases, a tremendous experience for anyone who longs for the yesteryear and hopes for a better tomorrow.
And it was you, MATTY. was you.
If you want to see Matty, An Evening with Christy Mathewson, it plays every Friday and Saturday night at the Two Roads Theater in Studio City. For reservations, call 818-766-9381. Great performance by Eddie Frierson, who is just getting accustomed to a new role as a full-time dad. His daughter, Susan Kay, was born Sunday night. Quite a performance by him.
Oh,
Playing not only Christy, but some 18 other characters.
Sure. I mean, it's a good point. How do you have one understudy? Maybe a dozen, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Tough to have.
It is indeed. Tom, very interesting. Thanks.